Everyone tells you that you need to hustle if you want to become a millionaire. They tell you to work 80 hours a week. They tell you to grind hard. But nobody tells you what happened when you work 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week, and see zero results. That is the survival phase. It is not cool. It's not a montage in a movie. It is absolutely terrifying. In my last video, I broke down the 4 phases of building a business: survival, comfort trap, leverage, and the freedom. But today, I'm not going to lecture you about the freedom because I'm not there yet. I'm right here in the mud, in the trench, in the survival mode. So I'm going to document exactly how I'm building a real business from scratch. I'm going to show you why having 100,000 subscribers doesn't mean you are rich, and why the first dollar you make is harder than the next million. If you are currently working hard with nothing to show for it yet, this video is for you. First, let's define the battlefield. Survival phase isn't about strategy. It is entirely about pain tolerance. Most people don't quit because they are bad entrepreneurs. They quit businesses because they cannot handle the emotional violence of the process. It's like an emotional roller coaster. It is easy to work 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week when the money is pouring in. But it's nearly impossible to work 80 hours when your brain is screaming, "This isn't working, you are wasting your time." Survival phase is the ability to look at a $0 dashboard and keep working anyway. Tolerance for failure, tolerance for mood swings, tolerance for uncertainty. If you are waiting for motivation, you will die here. In survival mode, discipline is the only thing that eats. Now, you might be thinking, who is this guy? Is he just new? No, I'm not speaking from theory. I have been a content creator for the past 5 years. I built a health education channel in Myanmar to over 128,000 subscribers. In the last 38 days alone, that channel got me 376,000 views. But do you know how much AdSense revenue that channel made me in the past 5 years? Just guess. It's only $300 US. That is the trap. I have attention, I have clout, but I didn't have a business. If you are in a small language market like me, or you rely purely on ads, you are not an entrepreneur or a content creator. You are a volunteer. I realized I couldn't pay rent with this view. The turning point hit me when I moved to Bangkok. The cost of living here is real. The pressure is real. I look at my bank account and realize if I rely only on the essence, I'm essentially relying on pocket money. So survival phase got real. I stopped playing YouTuber and decided to build a business. I decided to build an online private consultation business on top of the audience I already have. Not because it is sexy, not because it is a passive income, but because it is the most realistic bridge from where I am to the actual cash flow. And this brings me to the biggest mistake I made for the past 5 years, and the one you are probably making right now. For years, I treated my work, my YouTube like a hobby. I was inconsistent. I tried a little bit here, a little bit there, and here is the rule of business physics. If you treat business like a joke, it will pay you like a joke. If you try sometime, you get results sometime, which usually means never. Here is the formula for escaping the survival mode. Stubborn on the vision, but flexible on the detail. Beginners usually think that success is one big magic swing. If I just learn this one thing, I will be rich. In reality, it's a big no-no. Survival phase is trying 10,000 combinations until the lock clicks open. You change the offer, you change the price, and you change the funnel. You change the thumbnail, but you do not change your mission. That is why the first dollar is the hardest. Before the first dollar, you have no data. You only have the belief. And belief alone is very exhausting. So how am I getting out of this? What am I doing differently right now? In recent days, I am following the 3-step system. Number 1 is the radical consistency. Previously, I upload the YouTube videos depending on my mood. But now it's a different story. I no longer post when I feel like it. I'm posting because my schedule demands it. I have the fixed schedule and the fixed output. Output is the only way to gather the data, so it's very important. Number 2, the feedback loop. I'm not posting for my ego anymore. I don't take the views personally anymore. I'm posting to test like a scientist. Every week I ask myself, are people messaging me? Are they asking questions? If the answer is no, I don't cry about it. I adjust the content. Number 3, the offer. Now I'm focusing entirely on the high-ticket consultation. Here is the secret. You don't need a million views to make a living out of the YouTube. You need the right views and the mechanism to catch up then. Most creators fail because they think the view is the product. It's no, the view is just a handshake. The business happens after the view. If you watch my previous videos on the 4 phases of building the business, consider this the uncut version of the phase 1. This isn't the textbook version. This is the sweaty version. This is the part where you doubt yourself, where you get rejected, and where you have to restart. But if you are still watching this video, you have the one trait that actually matters: commitment. I'm not going to pretend I'm at the finish line. I'm building this in real time and I'm sharing it. I'm going to document the wins, the failure, and exactly how I tweak my offer to get the first sustainable dollar. In the next few videos, I'm going to break down how I structure my consultation offer, how I turn viewers into DMs without a website, and how I handle the mental game when things go wrong. If you want the real journey, not the guru version or guru talk, hit subscribe. Let's go to work. As usual, I want to close this video by sharing the vision behind this YouTube channel. I gave the name Entrepreneur Playground because since I was young, I spent most of my time playing video games, 10 to 12 hours a day. When we play the games, we love to have fun. We try no matter how hard it is, how challenging it is, no matter how many times we fail. But in real life, we don't do anything. But at some point in my life, I started to realize we shouldn't put effort and time into this virtual world. We should put effort into this real world, the real playground, And we have to bring the funness, the ability to play, ability to feel, ability to, we can call it like naivete, right? Naivete of the childishness into the real world. Build something real that will be valuable for other people. So I just want to urge the audience to build something real in this life, in this playground, So see you at the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys follow me through the journey. See you.